Alpha Charlie, Kingston radio, roger. Active runway is 25, wind 340, Tangas 18. Zulu Alpha Charlie, are you planning intersection departure or backtrack?
Zulu Alpha Charlie negative, we'll wait for the Pilatus and do a backtrack on 25 for immediate takeoff.
Zulu Alpha Charlie, roger.
This is beautiful aircraft. Yep.
India Zulu Alpha Charlie backtracking 25 for immediate takeoff once Pilates is cleared.
Zulu Alpha Charlie, roger. Circuit traffic, left base.
Roger that.
Left base.
Roger, India Zulu Alpha Charlie will be holding short at 25 for final traffic.
Zulu Alpha Charlie, roger.
In terms of speeds, what do I expect to see?
Wind 340 at 8, gust 17.
What kind of speed will I be looking at in terms of your cruise and your approach speed and your takeoff speed?
Okay. VFE is going to be 66. Best rate of climb on this vehicle is 66 knots. Do you mind if I backtrack?
Yeah, go ahead.
Golf Alpha Quebec Golf, Kingston radio.
Kingston radio, India Zulu Alpha Charlie on the roll 25.
Zulu Alpha Charlie, roger.
Lots of right rudder here. Hello, Ron. And I'm going to stay at 65, ground effect. I'm up. Stay at 66, I should say. We're going to go flaps neutral. You'll see the aircraft sort of dip a little bit. We're going to try to maintain our best rate of climb, DY 66.
Kingston radio, India Zulu Alpha Charlie, left-hand turn at 1300 feet out of the circuit towards southeast.
Zulu Alpha Charlie, roger.
Kingston radio, India Zulu Alpha Charlie, leaving the zone of southeast practice area, 2900 feet.
Let me know if you don't want to know any of this stuff. I've just talked to myself a heck of a lot.
I'll have a few questions soon.
Beautiful. Okay, so now we're doing 90 knots, and we've got this little dial here is like a clock.
Yeah.
Got a shorthand and a longhand, and the longhand marks, just like minutes on a clock, marks the short steps. So this is basically hundreds of feet. And this, every cycle of the longhand will give you one of the shorthand. So the short is 1,000 feet, and this is hundreds. So do you know what time it is? You read the clock?
Well, no, it would be in terms of time, about 10 to 3.
Perfect. So we're almost 3,000 feet in altitude. I'm going to slow the vehicle down a bit. We're going to turn off the fuel pump. We turned that off a while ago.
One of the things we'll need to do when you're in a proper position, you decide what proper is to do some stalls.
Fair enough. So what I'm going to do is, some people call it hazel, some people call it A4s. Back taught me A4s, hazel is height, area, and pure, and all that. And so basically we've got a positive rate of climb. We're up to a fairly safe altitude of almost 3,000 feet. And the final of the other two A's of the 4 A's, one was altitude. Everything has to be done before 2,200 feet indicated. And then, I'm going to slow down a little bit here. We check the area, and then of course our aircraft, and again, top to bottom, left to right gauges are looking fine. The engine's finally the front a bit warmer, I suppose. And then other aircraft, or their aircraft, and you sort of pop up a wing, look out that way, pop up a wing, look out this way, and I'm going to do a little 360 right now. It'll be sort of fun. We're going to sort of bank the aircraft to my side. It's a totally normal procedure. Stall. You asked for stalls, right?
Yeah.
So we have lots of altitude here, 2,900 feet. Everything's set. Power off, stall, flaps, no flaps, anything?
No flaps for now.
No flaps. So we're good to go. So what I'm going to do is pitch up, get a bit of attitude, and we're going to throttle back. It's going to feel real weird. The aircraft's going to pitch. I'm not going to do anything with this. We're going to sort of have a wing down situation like right here. And this aircraft's going to stop flying, right? Not really. Sorry, that one wasn't so great. We'll try that again. We didn't lose any real altitude there. The wind sort of gonna go into the wind. This thing's a little hard to stall. So the ground below us is beautiful. Got lots and lots of land. So we're gonna, again, I'm going to attitude up, throttle back. You'll see me getting real slow here. Get into slow fight. Real slow. Real slow. You're gonna fall left. Come on. That's because I'm into the wind. So I'm gonna switch it around. Sorry, I haven't done it. We're gonna do a big turn here. Okay, you ready? This one's gonna be a little more traumatic. Attitude up, pitch up, throttle back, pitch up, throttle right back. She's gonna stall. A little scary, eh? No, gets to be fun. No, good for you. I'll tell you, that shocked the heck out of me on my familiarization flight. Want one more? Flaps, no flaps?
This time, simply just leave the power and cruise and try to stall it at cruise.
He flies flap 2 at 35, no problem. Dive over. There we go. There we go. There we go.
Okay.
That was tricky.
Down to 35 knots. Okay, now it's navigation time.
Okay.
So, imagine we can't go back to our airport.
Weather, yep, sure.
Weather coming this way.
Yep.
So we have only to the east to go. We can't go to the south,
Okay.
of course, because of the states.
Right.
So to the east of Kingston, what are the airports you would divert to?
There's Brockville, which is a ways, and then there's a little airport at northwest of Ananakwe, which is the closest.
Okay.
And if weather's an issue and it's clear out there, we could head out there.
You've been there before?
I've been there once. I've landed at Deseronto and Picton if you want to go. I can use those two as familiar airports, but they're to the west.
So, okay, let's go to Gananoque. How would you get there? In terms of a heading, in terms of speed, in terms of an estimate as to when we get there?
Okay, so I'm looking down on this little point of land.
Yes.
Over Wolf Island, and when I look on the map here, that little point of land is here.
Yep.
And we want to head here.
Okay. So what would be your heading?
So, I would do a circle here, circle here, I'd draw a line, circle, line. I'm going to stay close to where I'm saying anyways. And then I go down to my VOR, get my 270 and 09, and I'd walk it up the little line I drew here. And it looks like I'm going to get a heading of at least maybe 50, maybe 40. And so that's going to be my heading. Circle, circle, line, heading, distance, fuel and time. So that's, my heading's going to be about 40.
040? Okay.
040, sorry, yep. And then I'm going to sort of count with my thumb at 80 knots, which we're not quite doing. I'll get her up to 80. When we're traveling 80 knots, the time now is 15:02, and I need to go about not quite 3 thumb widths, and a thumb width is 5 nautical miles, and at 80 knots we're traveling, you can simply multiply 5 times 3, the 3 thumb width. So that would be 15 statute miles, 15 nautical miles is what we're heading for. And we're still just about maintaining a steady heading, altitude, speed, and then there's fuel and time, and you can't figure out fuel until you figure out your time. So the time, I have a quick thing for works for my brain. We have 3 thumbs, and time, if you maintain 80 knots, you simply multiply the thumb times 4, then you take off 10%. So 3 times 4 is 12, and then you take off 1.2, and you're going to end up with 10.8 minutes. So we should be there at 15:50 15 pretty much. If we maintain our 40, got a good speed. So I know somewhere out there is where I want to be. I can see the weather coming in, and I have a pretty good handle that we're going in the right direction, and you're going to help me find the thing.
I agree with the navigation and your calculation.
I haven't done my fuel, I guess. Go ahead. Thank you. This vehicle uses 15 liters per hour. We have 61 liters on board, and we have just figured out we only have to travel 1/4 of an hour. So we're going to use a quarter of 15. We have plenty of fuel to do what we need to do. Yeah. And we're going to get there and everything will be fine.
Traffic in the Ottawa area.
I think that's that it?
That's good. Yeah, we don't need to go there.
Fair enough.
I'm satisfied that we want to get there within the parameters that you set.
Fine.
Now, imagine that it's getting dark. We're not going to get back to any airport. You have to find a place where to land. We'll do a precautionary landing.
Okay.
At a field you choose.
Okay. So we have
and we have, say, another 15 minutes of light.
Fair enough. Okay, so I'm not going to make it back, so I have to figure out where I'm going to put this vehicle down. The wind is sort of coming off to that direction, so I'm going to do, I'm going to quickly, I got to spill a lot of. So I'm going to do the cowls. I got to get rid of this. Could have warned you I'm going to do this. We're just going to lose a lot of altitude. Which one did I pick? Maybe I'll pick one of those out there by the time I get down there. That's going to be a little short. I wanted to use this nice dude there, but
your choice.
I should use this guy. No, I'm going to go for the short one. So I'm going to do an upwind. Oh, I won't even get down to it. So the field, I don't know if you can tell, it's going to be that green one right to the left of the road, south of that road there. Okay? And I want to be about 1,000 feet above ground by the time I do an upwind run. I'm not doing an overfly on this one. I just like that field. So I'm going to sort of come out of my cross control, forward slip. And we're about 1,300 feet, and that's sort of what I want to be at. And on my side, so this is called a precautionary landing. Don't be worried. I'm going to do a quick pan call. Just tell the tower what we're doing. So Kingston Radio, India Zulu Alpha Charlie, pan, India Zulu Alpha Charlie, India Zulu Alpha Charlie. Oh, I'd have to switch over. Anyways, 2 souls on board. Precautionary landing, southeast practice zone. We're 1,000 feet. Checking out a field. We'll be putting into the field. Okay, so what I'm looking at this field right here. We got good speed. I'm going to show it to you. That little green deal right there. Yeah. I'm going to get a little more altitude. And I'm looking for cowls. So civilization, obstacles, wind, and length, and surface. The surface doesn't look too horrible. The wind is going to work out for us. There's hydro lines at the end. There's civilization, but no animals, no ditches, no fences, no rocks. Looks pretty good, actually. I'm very uncoordinated. There we go. So now, we're going to sort of do a crosswind. We're almost at my... That was a little low for the upwind. We're going to do a bit of a crosswind, and we're going to lose some altitude here. And I'm going to be at about 500 feet above ground level, or 800 feet indicated. And we're going to slow this vehicle right down, and we're going to count 1 second at a time on a downwind leg. Here's the crosswind. Maybe just yet. I won't get it around quick enough. Want to get the speed at 60. So now we're going to do a quick turn here. And look at that same field that I was just looking at.
traffic in the airport area, Hyper Navajo, Golf X-Ray Kilo Sierra, showing,
You see the field rafter?
Yeah.
Okay, so I've got my altitude pegged at 800 indicated, which is what I want. Now I got to get my speed correct. I want 60. Get the nose up. There's an altitude. Get my 60 on yet? Not yet. Get my 60. We're almost at the threshold of the little piece of land I want to land on. That's that. And we're at 60 right now. Right when we cross over the road, I'll start counting downwind. 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000, 5, 1,000, 6, 1,000, 7, 1,000, 8, 1,000, 9, 1,000, 10, 1,000. Yeah, we might have 1,000 feet there. So, that was done at about 60 knots, maybe a little faster at the end. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to climb up and we're going to land this airplane right in that field. It's going to be beautiful. We've been trained for this. Remember we talked about the ELT and things like that. I've already done my call into the tower. We're going to meet after we land around the back of the tail of the aircraft. You're going to, when we come in, I'm going to ask you to have your hand on the door latch there. You know how to undo your seatbelt. If I'm incapacitated and I can't get you out, you need to do that. That's not going to happen though. So, I'm at about 800 feet. I'm going to go a little bit longer. The vehicle is running fine. I don't have to fight to get it down. So I'm just going to take my time. Not a forced landing. I'm going to turn on my fuel pump. Okay, I'm going to swing around here. We're at 1,000 feet. How you doing?
I'm fine.
Perfect. You are a calm passenger. Like that. Okay, so the field that I'm shooting for, I'm going to sort of kitty corner it. Just to make the wind work for me. So we're going to level the wing. And not really do much of anything until I decide that I'm where I need to be. Fuel pump is on, top to bottom, gauges are all good. I have a pretty good sight picture. I'm a little bit high at 900 feet, but I want to be high rather than low. I'm going to shoot for the middle of that, or a third down. I'm going to hit that darn tree. So I'm going to just kick her off to the right. And I'm going to start getting my speed in. Oh yeah, I'm not doing a forced landing. I'm doing a forced landing. Sorry. Okay, so I'm gonna get her right here. I can get my 5.5. So we're gonna come into flaps range here. Right now. Flaps 1, nose down. And we're gonna get my speed on. I wanna get right tucked in there. A little bouncy. Lots of chop, lots of rotor, mechanical stuff happening as we get close to Earth. This is all completely normal. I'm not going to hit that tree.
Okay, I'm satisfied that we are going to make that field, no problem, so you can do the overshoot now. That was a good choice.
Beautiful, thank you. Stay in flaps. Positive rate of climb, 500 feet. This is such a light aircraft, you can really feel. I've done so many hours on my own, I'm always used to more climb. Okay, so that's flap 0. We're going to turn off the fuel pump in a second once we get a few more feet under us. It's a beautiful area down there. So let me know. I think there's a tower I got to watch around here. Yeah, straight ahead actually. Yeah. A little uncoordinated. So I've shown you this ball before. I'm just going to show you how it sort of works. Remember I told you it was like a alley in a ball. So if I turn the aircraft, the alley just falls to one side. That's called an uncoordinated turn. And there's a thing called stepping on the ball. You step on the rudder at the same side as the ball, and you square it up, and now you get the weight of your bum going straight out the bottom of the aircraft instead of out the side. Called flying by the seat of your pants. Okay, so we're at 1,400, 1,500 feet. We're still climbing. I'm going to turn off the fuel pump here. Flaps off. Gauges are good. The heat is good. You wouldn't like to handle the aircraft at all, would you?
No, I want you now to do a forced landing.
Okay, so now I'm going to pitch for my best speed, which in this aircraft is 66 knots. I don't have a lot of time. I think I've already picked the best field. This thing, if you do a 180, she'll lose 500 feet no matter what you do, no matter how sharp you turn, no matter what. Maintaining my 65, I'm going to go for that field right there with the house on the east side of it.
I see it.
Okay, so I'm now going to, I pick my A and my B, and now I'm going to do my call. I'm going to call to tower. Hit the button. Mayday, 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 India Zulu Alpha Charlie, India Zulu Alpha Charlie, India Zulu Alpha Charlie, southeast practice zone over Wolf Island, forced landing in the southeast, 2 souls on board. We are 1,300 feet coming into a field. It's going to be a short field. Zach always says pick and stick. I better just stick with what I picked. Okay. So I got 1,200 feet on. This is as far back as the windmill. She should idle at 21. As far back as she can go. So passenger, we're going to come in for a little landing here. We're going to be totally fine. This is actually sort of fun to do. I'm glad I get to practice it. We're at 1,000 feet. But what we're going to do is turn and land right in that field there. Again, the door, you have to know how to open it. We don't ever want that door to be jammed. The seatbelt, you know how to operate it. Once we're on the ground, you and me, we're going to get around the back. And we're going to be safe there. Hello, lady, Davey, you dumb boy. Okay. That's ready to glide. And maybe I made her long. Right on you, silly boy. Oh, you're not going to make it. Okay, what if I go for this little short thing? The wind messed me up. The wind messed me up. I was originally shooting for that house. I'm not going to make it. I'm going for this little brown field here. I'm going to put on flaps shortly. I've made that field. Flaps down.
I agree that you can make that one, but most likely not the other.
I got lazy. I started yakking too much. There's a hydro line up there.
Okay, we're not going to go any further, so carry on.
Oh, like, pull up. Yeah, good. Flaps are on. I forgot to turn off my damn fuel pump and mags. I should have pretended to turn them all off because I don't want them to windmill on. Spark up the engine. Okay, so I'm still in flaps range. Got a positive rate of climb. 700 feet. We're going to be going flaps neutral shortly. Coordinator out. I think we would have survived that handily. Okay, flaps neutral. Doing a positive rate of climb here. We got flaps neutral. Gauges are looking good. We're up to 1,300 feet. This area has a MEF of 1,700.
So we can literally just go back to the airport.
Okay.
For the normal circuit.
Perfect. This aircraft can maintain 5,500 RPM. I'm going to do this back, get us into a cruise position. We're at 1,700. We're going to do, you asked about speeds here. We're going to sort of try to keep her at about 85 knots. I'm going to head for that little island there. That's where they want us to enter their zone. Okay. I'm going to gain a bunch of altitude to hop over the water here. Okay. So we're going to trade speed for altitude here. Get her right up. Just climb for a bit. Kingston Radio, India Zulu Alpha Charlie.
India Zulu Alpha Charlie.
Kingston Radio, India Zulu Alpha Charlie. 5 nautical miles southeast of the zone, southeast of the airport, looking inbound for full stop or touch and go. What do you want? Full stop. Sorry, full stop.
Max runway 25, wind 340, 11 gusting 16, altimeter 3005. Traffic circuit, Cessna 178.
Yep. I'm going to do a quick hop from Simcoe, sort of head over to the island over there called Amherst Island, and then sort of 90 our way into the downwind. The wind's much nicer than it was this morning. So we're really cooking here. We're making some speed. We're still in the green NO range, normal operating speeds. You know, it is a windy day. We try not to go too fast, but it feels pretty smooth up here at 2,500 feet. The machine's running very nominal today. I like it. I was a little worried about the wind. Zach always kicks my ass of being scared of wind.
Kingston Radio, India Zulu Alpha Charlie joining downwind for 25 full stop.
Zulu Alpha Charlie, Roger.
Final for 25 full stop.
Zulu Alpha Charlie, Roger. Wind 320 gust 19.
Roger that.
Wing down. Press speed on. Line up that runway. Start thinking about looking down that runway. Wing down. Throttle back. Keep her straight. Wing down. Looking down the runway.
Golf Sierra Quebec.
Cessna Golf Sierra Charlie Quebec, Kingston Radio.
Golf Sierra Quebec on a low-level diversion from Sydenham to Eastview, and we're going to transit to southeast practice area, Wolf Island.
Sierra Charlie Quebec, Roger. Kingston altimeter 3009.
Golf Sierra Quebec 3009.
Kingston Radio, India Zulu Alpha Charlie down and clear 25 Bravo.
Zulu Alpha Charlie, Roger.